Hello there, this is just an update, though I think it's quite an important update for me personally. I'm doing this video partly to really announce a change in my approach to things. Probably won't be a great surprise to people who have been following my vlog over a period of time. I'm going to stop using the term Satanism in my work and stop using that term as a designation of my path and my religion. There are quite a number of reasons for that. It's not because I am freaked out by Satan or anything like that, or any of this sort of stuff. Satan for me is a really essential manifestation of the Horned God, of our Lord, the Horned One. I mean, we also term the Dark Lord, the Prince of Darkness, and all these sorts of terms. It is really important, and I want to stress that that's something which remains a part of my work, or a part of my path. The main reasons are that I feel that the term Satanism carries so much baggage now, and it has become a magnet for all sorts of things over the years which are really not what I would term spiritual. There's an awful lot of quite clearly substandard behavior and substandard, well, just thought processes. It's almost like a will to the negation of spirituality, which I think is just rubbish, honestly. There's too much negative emotion. There's too much negativity. There's not enough joy. There's not enough inspiration. There's an enormous amount of stupidity. So, on the one hand, that's something which is not serving anything. And on the other hand, modern Satanism has become very, very dominated by atheism, which again, as far as I'm concerned, is not the real thing. So I will be dispensing with that term for my own work. Though I must stress, there are still people I know who call themselves Satanists, who I respect very much, and who are doing interesting work. So that's sort of where I stand. I continue to term myself a witch, and witch is the best term for me. I still very much go along with Doreen Valiente's sentiments which she expressed in Witchcraft for Tomorrow, that witchcraft was potentially a real religion of the future. It was a very Aquarian religion, and as an Aquarian religion, it both looked back to the very deep past, and it also looked forward to the future, to a free future. I very much agree with that, and I still hold by that. What I would like to emphasize, in a sense, from my studies with Satanism and from my involvement with Satanism and with working with demons, is that it is, or it should be, a very Aquarian religion. And the figure of Satan is a very Aquarian figure. And we see that very much in the archetype of Lucifer. We see it in the Promethean nature of it. We see it in its moral iconoclasm. These are all things which are very Aquarian. And my own work with the demons has made me very much realize after a while that what they bring about in a human being is the capacity for rationality, the capacity for consciousness of a certain kind. I think that's very important. It's also very interesting. And I do revere the demons. I think I have love for them and respect. And my work with demons is not going anywhere. I'm very much I don't know how you want to put this. I'm a lone agent, really. I don't see anything that actually puts forward my path as such. The nearest things would be things like hedge witchcraft and hoodoo. I guess they'd be the nearest things. I still have a very great interest in Michael Bertio's work. And I also have an interest in the Mart current. I always found it interesting that the Mart current was recognized in 1974 and the age of Set was declared in 1975. There's something about that time of the mid-70s there where both of these currents came through and were recognized at least in new ways. Obviously with the Mart current you can take it also back to at least to Frater Achad as well. So I still find the Mart current very interesting. I'm very interested in Michael Bertio's work. I am basically a hedge witch and a polytheist and an occultist, and that's where my work basically lies. My sense of religion is, well, I'm very interested in a new kind of religion, a religion which would be for the future, really, and it would be one which places a great focus on the individual and the individual's orientation. Yet at the same time, religion is a very important part of our life historically. I don't go along with the thing that we just have to trash religion. I think religion has to find new forms because it's always been the repository for humanity of various kinds of value and access to spirituality. I don't think that's actually going to change. When you take away religion completely, you get a lot of fabrication of those functions in other places. And one of the most appalling things is that things like politics end up taking the place of religion as sort of moral arbiters. And you end up with a sort of messianic politics, or you end up with a kind of moralizing politics, a kind of puritanism. And that doesn't at all strike me as anything good. I still very much like the term devil worshipper, and devil worship, that's fine for me. I'm cool with that. It's good. But the term Satanism, I'm done with. I don't see it leading anywhere good right now, and I don't see it serving the God that we call Satan. I don't see it doing that. So I'm leaving that. I'm leaving that term. I'm leaving that designation, and I'll be continuing my work. And I feel freer to do my work this way as well. So that's my update. It's February of 2020, and we're just waiting for spring here in the UK. I'll be very glad when it comes. Anyway, take care. See you around.